Alright, welcome to the Arduino video tutorial. Getting started. We will need a cord and an Arduino. Don't lose the cord. And a computer. I have a Windows computer, so I'm going to go to the Arduino website. You can Google Arduino to find it. And I am going to download the driver. It's under here under downloads. I will leave a link in the description. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, to download the Arduino Ide, this is exactly what we want. I'm going to download the installer. If you're on a Mac, obviously you click the Mac button. That would make sense, I think. While this is waiting, you don't have to contribute, you can just download it, it's fine. No, 29 million times. A lot of people really like Arduino. Oh, there we go. It's done. Whatever. Anyway, so you get to this, you read the terms and conditions, obviously, and then agree to them. You just install everything is a smart idea. Default location is fine. This will take a while. While it's loading, this here is our Arduino microcontroller. It is a very small computer, and it has individual pins that we can turn on and off. Very special pins that we'll look at later are the ground pins, G and D. Let's get that a little bit closer. Ooh, there we go. Ground pins are G and D, and they are at 0 volts. And the 5 volt, yeah, that's our power source. That is our, it's also called a VCC, that's our power, that's our 5 volts. The other major pins we're going to worry about are our digital pins over here, ranging from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to pin 13. And analog pins here. These are used for input. We'll look at them a bit later. Okay. Regarding power, you can power it with a power adapter, or you can get one of these USB cables. And this does two things. This provides power to it and also lets you program the Arduino. So I'll plug this in. The Arduino can only run one program. And when you plug it in, it'll start running the last program that was running on it, which, as you can see, doesn't appear to be very exciting in this case. When you put a new program on there, it'll just stay on there, and as soon as you plug it in, it'll run whatever program is stored on the Arduino. Okay? So the very first thing that you normally do when you get an Arduino is you just put a simple test program to make sure that everything is set up well. And we'll do that very soon. There might be another thing that you could need depending on your particular Arduino. You might need a driver for this little chip in the Arduino that lets it communicate to USB. This chip is called a CH340 chip, and there are drivers for Windows and drivers for Mac as well. Just be careful that this one here can crash Sierra, can crash Mac Sierra. So if you've got Mac OS X Sierra, then you'll need this instead. But I'll leave these links and you can ask me if you're not sure which driver you need. Anyway, so I've installed Arduino now, so I can type Arduino and run it. Looks really tiny on a Windows Surface. I'll get rid of all these old programs just so I can show you what we start with. What do we start with? You got a blank slate, you just installed Arduino, you're fresh, you're ready to code. There we go, that's what you got. A very basic, simple program that does nothing. Okay. Before I upload this program to the Arduino to check that it really does do nothing, if you go Tools, make sure that the port is set. Notice the port here is grayed out, it's not set to anything. That's because I actually didn't plug it in. Oops. So I plug it in, and then go Tools, Tools, Port, there we go. Now if you're on a Windows machine, it'll be a COM something. Mine's COM5, yours might be a different number. If you plug it into a different port, like let's say the other USB port on my computer, it will probably have a different number. So just a heads up that every time you plug it in, you need to check that you have set the port. Otherwise you'll go crazy. So if I upload now, this will get this program and put it on this Arduino. Compiling means checking that everything is valid and making it into a form that the Arduino can run. I don't really want updates, that's okay. There you go, done uploading. If you don't see done uploading, it didn't work, okay? So don't put it on and then think, oh yeah, everything's dandy, but then get confused when it's not doing what you want if it says, something else there. So always check that it says done uploading. This program was meant to do nothing, and look, it does nothing. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that wonderful? It actually does what it was meant to do, which is nothing. Normally, the very first thing you want to test is the file examples basics blink. The blink program is a very, very basic program that in setup sets the built-in LED, which is that L there, to be an output, which means we're going to be able to send a signal to it, send out information to the world. And that setup code happens once. So this happens one time at the there you go, when you press reset or you power the board. This code here in the loop, as it says, it runs over and over again forever. So it'll run this line, this line, this line, this line, then this line, 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 and just keeps looping through that forever and ever and ever, okay? It never stops. What does it say? It's going to turn that LED high. It'll turn it on. It'll give it a 5 volts. It'll turn it so it's bright. Then it will wait. This delay thing waits for a certain amount of time, and this number is measured in milliseconds, thousandths of a second. So this will wait for 1 second, and then it will put it low, which means that it will turn it off, and then it will wait for 1 second. So it'll put it on, wait a second, and then off, wait a second, and then on, wait a second, and then off, wait a second. Okay? So we should see it flash on and then off, and then on and then off. It'll spend just as much time on as it does off. Let's upload it and see if it worked. So again, uploading. We just want to check that it says done. Good, done. Look, it works. It goes on for a second and then off for a second. Just to really check that the Arduino really is working and that we can upload things correctly, let's try changing it so it goes on for 5 seconds and then off for 1 second. So this will spend most of its time on now. I need to upload the program, so I'm going to click upload, and then it will go uploading. It'll flash for a little bit while it's uploading, but now it's done uploading. Okay, so it'll go on for 5 seconds and then off for 1 second. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 second. Good. That wasn't very good counting there, but you can see that it goes on for 5 seconds and then off for 1 second. And it works. Yay!